What's all the smoke? League of Legends has been trying some new recipes ahead of the 2022 season, and it seems like there's something pretty spicy cooking up. So spicy that you might be spitting fire. Get the hint? Well, whatever. We're here to talk about dragons, and of course, some other things as well. Preseason 2022 is already available on PBE and it will remain active for 4 weeks. Riot wants to make sure that the new updates are properly tested and well-rounded before actually going live with the changes in late November of this year. The first thing to address is dragons. Riot Games introduced the Elemental Rift in Season 10, with maps that change depending on which one of the 4 different dragons spawned. Players gain different buffs depending on which dragon they slay, with the Infernal Dragon granting additional damage, the Ocean Dragon granting some sustain, so on and so forth. Well, turns out that 4 dragons wasn't really enough. At least not enough to keep things interesting forever, so Riot decided to add more dragons into the mix, and today we're here to highlight exactly what they do. First up is the Chemtech Drake. With a bonus damage against enemies with fuller HP bars than yours, you will get a 5% increase in damage per stack. The Dragon Soul is what really is interesting here. You're going to receive a buff that grants you basically Science Ult with a short period of time in which you will be on zombie mode. This is perfect to get revenge on that 1v1 that ended badly because of a little misclick or because you got a bit unlucky. The terrain, very much like for all other dragons, also changes. With the Chemtech Drake, gas zones will emerge in 4 different jungle locations, camouflaging any champions that pass by it. Save your regular wards. Only control wards and other invisibility revealing items or abilities will work in this case. These zones are likely to make teams play more carefully, and if you're behind, face checking into an enemy team that is more powerful than you can be very costly. Your map control will be important, so ward accordingly and most importantly, ward differently.
Up next, we have the Hextech Drake. Its buff grants attack speed and ability haste, more specifically 5 ability haste and 5% attack speed per stack. Its soul makes it so a chain lightning slow is added to your basic attacks and abilities, giving you the chance to really poke your enemy. The terrain transforms with pairs of hex gates, and if you play Portal, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One champion goes here and exits all the way over here. And before you think it's just that simple, the gates can be interrupted by stuns or damage prior to transporting a player. Looking on the bright side, the potential for absolute jungle mayhem is there, so I guess that makes things quite interesting. But on another jungle note, the Rift Scuttler will be seeing some changes as well. Riot Games developers decided to limit the crab's impact in the early game, having a more squishy version of it that appears and disappears sooner. Its first appearance will have a whopping 35% reduction on health with 80% reduced experience at the cost. Its size has also been diminished, so I guess from now on it's just a little soft shell crab. If you want a more in-depth look at what's coming in the 2022 season, go to .esports.com. And if you liked our video, don't forget to leave us a little thumbs up and to follow us on Twitter at .esports.
Thanks for watching. For more gaming-related content, subscribe to the .esports YouTube channel to stay up to date.